Amina was a young woman from a small village in East Africa. She was known for her radiant smile and her love for celebration. Life had not always been easy for her, but she believed in dreaming big. When she met Daniel, a kind and hardworking man, she knew he was the one. One evening, Daniel took her to the riverside when he knelt before her with a simple ring. "Amina," he said, holding her hand, "I may not have much, but I love you. Will you marry me?" Feast that people talked about for months. Amina wanted the same. Over the following days, Amina couldn't stop thinking about her dream wedding. She spoke to her friends, who encouraged her to aim for something memorable. When she brought it up with Daniel, he shook his head. "Amina, we can't afford that. We should save for our future, not spend it all in one day." But Amina insisted. Look at Fatima and Leila. Their weddings were huge, and everyone still talks about them. "I don't want people to think we are poor or that you don't care about me." Daniel sighed. He loved Amina and didn't want to disappoint her. "How will we pay for it?" he asked. "We can borrow," Amina suggested. "After the wedding, money will come. Gifts, work opportunities, it will all work out." Though hesitant, Daniel agreed, wanting to make Amina happy. The wedding was everything Amina had dreamed of. There were colorful decorations, music, a large feast, and over 300 guests. Amina wore a beautiful white dress, and Daniel looked sharp in his suit. Everyone praised the couple for hosting such a grand celebration. For a moment, Amina felt like the happiest woman in the world. She danced, laughed, and enjoyed every second. But in the back of his mind, Daniel worried. He knew the loans they had taken were far beyond what they could repay quickly. A week after the wedding, the calls from lenders began. "When will you pay back the money?" one lender demanded. "We'll have it soon," Daniel assured, though he had no idea how. The promised money didn't come as Amina had hoped. Few guests gave gifts, and there were no sudden job offers. The debts began to pile up, and the couple found themselves struggling to afford even basic needs. The once happy home became a place of constant arguments. "You wanted this big wedding, Amina," Daniel said one evening, frustrated. "Now we are drowning in debt." "I did it for us." Amina shot back. "You agreed to it too. Don't blame me alone." Months passed, and the tension only grew worse. One evening, as they argued over money again, Amina said something that cut Daniel deeply. "You're not a real man if you can't provide for your family," she shouted. Daniel froze. Her words pierced his heart like a dagger. In a moment of blind rage, he grabbed a knife from the table and lunged at her. Amina screamed, but it was too late. Daniel stabbed her repeatedly until she lay lifeless on the floor. As the reality of what he had done sank in, Daniel dropped the knife and collapsed beside Amina. His hands trembled as he whispered, "What have I done?" The neighbors, hearing the commotion, rushed in. They found Daniel sobbing beside Amina's body, blood staining his clothes. The village elders and police were called. Daniel was arrested and taken away, leaving the community in shock. Amina's death became a cautionary tale in the village. People talked about how the pressure to impress others had destroyed a happy couple. The elders often reminded the young people, marriage is about love and partnership, not about impressing the world. Don't let pride or greed take away what truly matters. As for Daniel, he spent his days in prison, haunted by the memory of what he had done. He often wondered how different their lives could have been if they had chosen simplicity over extravagance. Amina's story became a lesson for generations to come. People in the village began to value modest weddings and focused more on building a strong foundation for their marriages. Though her life ended tragically, Amina's story served as a reminder that love and understanding were far more important than any grand celebration.